find us in the line, waiting at the checkpoint, marking time, rolling down the window so I don't have to share the cigarette smoke hanging in the air. On a journey going south in the height of the summer, we are leaving the parades, pipers and drums, as the radio plays in the summertime. I wanna sing along, but I just know the first line. Over by the trees, there's soldiers hiding, faces painted green and black. Sitting next to me, my brother's crying, but there's no turning back. On a journey going south in the height of the summer, we are leaving the parades, pipers and drummers, as the radio plays in the summertime. I wanna sing along, but I just know the first line. And it feels good to finally be moving, but the signal's dropping in and out, and I just wanna hear that song they're playing. And I wanna hear it loud. Alright, hello everybody, it's Thursday, it's 8 PM, it's the four of us. You're so right, Paul. On a journey going south in the height of the summer, we are leaving the parades, pipers and drummers, as the radio plays in the summertime. I wanna sing along in the summertime, as the radio plays in the summertime. On a journey going south in the summertime. Let it go. In the height of the summer, we are leaving the parades, pipers and drummers, as that radio plays in the summertime. I wanna sing along in the summertime, as the radio plays in the summertime. On a journey going south in the summertime. Oh yeah. In the height of the summer, we are leaving the parades, pipers and drummers, as that radio plays in the summertime. I wanna sing around in the summertime, as the radio plays. It's nearly gonna be the summertime. On a journey going south in the summertime. Take it away. Welcome everybody. It's Thursday, it's 8 o'clock, which is a bit after it, and that means that
it's Cracker Jack.
it's Cracker, that face a bit like Cracker Jack. Do you remember Cracker Jack used to open with a song? Yeah, well they opened, there's a bit, yeah I think they did, because they would do like the song that was popular at the time. You guys probably too young to remember. Cheers to all those who are having a drink like me. My commiserations, but also my admiration for all the stalwarts out there, and indeed in here, who are still unbelievably managing.
Way to see the collection.
To refrain. I gotta tell you that Declan is drinking non-alcoholic beer like tap water. I'm not joking you. He is constantly on it. I think he's thinking that it all stacks up, so if there's like 3% in a bottle and he drinks like sort of 40 bottles.
I figured it out.
But you did say that you felt that you were
Get out of the way.
You felt that you were on a high, a non-alcoholic high.
I'll put this to the test.
Okay.
So, you know, after you're on your third pint and you start
Yeah.
to feel a wee bit giddy,
Yeah.
30 bottles of this.
You get exactly the same feeling.
That's it.
30 bottles of old speckled hen.
That's it.
And you begin to...
I've actually...
Jonesboro. No? Where?
Jonesboro doing all the normal stuff.
Okay. So where are you going?
And Lidl, or to use proper pronunciation,
Lidl.
Aldi.
Yeah.
They've got a very poor collection.
Okay. That's it. The stock of Lidl or Aldi are going to go to the same
stuff.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
Sainsbury. Now we're talking.
Oh, Sainsbury.
This was recommended. Forget who recommended, but it is Brewdog Punk AF.
Brewdog Punk.
AF, yes. Now, I haven't actually had that yet. I haven't tried any of these. I've been waiting. We've got Lucky Saint.
Okay, Lucky Saint.
Speckled Hen. We have got Doombar. They look pretty good to me, baby. And here's another recommendation. It's a Lafayette Zero.
Wow, you have a good collection there.
I've tried some of that, but Lafayette is very nice.
What's your favourite of all of them?
At the minute, my favourite is, I've had some of the old Speckled Hen.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favourite the most.
Give me a wee...
Those two.
Speckled Hen in the... Have you an opener? Does it open around?
No. Here, try one of these. If you like it, hold on.
Okay.
Try the Brewdog.
Okay,
Punk.
I'm going to try this is a Brewdog Punk non. Somebody Declan made the comment that the bulbous is fixed.
The bulb has been fixed.
What happened there?
They're
Don't
hard.
miss a trick here, I tell you.
They're fucking tricky wee buggers, those
Is that-
things to get in.
Look, just so you know, anybody that is unaware of this, every time there are sort of interior decorating Nazis in the audience. There are people who basically are keen to point out any of Declan's the shortcomings. That there was a toaster in the corner there one time, and so you just can't be too careful. You can't leave anything lying around. Not that I think Declan thinks too much about it, but there was a light gone, I think, over on that side, and it was pointed out by more than one person.
interior decorating Nazi.
Yeah. But he has rectified that. Yeah, Maureen Doonan's very proud of you, Declan, there for good. Did you fix it yourself?
I'll stand up on the table. It's a tricky job. There's like a wee bit bent wire you have to plug.
Declan, a handyman. Oh, yeah, but who'd be handier? Who'd be handier, me or you? Would you say?
I heard a rumour that you were asked to change a light bulb and you reached up and just tugged it and you were trying to pull it out without twisting it.
That's right. That's true. That's true.
Okay, well, I'm handier
That
than
was
you
true. That was yeah. My wife pointed out that she thought, that she would marry the sort of a handy guy, because we got a flat tire after like the third date, and I changed it really fast. The reason was that I was getting flat tires all the time in that car that I had. So she thought, wow, Andy's handy. And then the light bulb went in the house I had at the time, and I said, the light bulb's gone, and he said, have you any? So I said, I'll have to get another light bulb. She said, so she came back with a light bulb. She bought a light bulb and bunched them and handed me them. So then I tried to get the light bulb down. I said, guys, it's not coming out. It's not coming out. And suddenly she gave me a withering look and realised that maybe she was, maybe I wasn't the handiest person in the world. But if you have a flat tire in your man, I'm good with flat tires.
Good, okay.
That's a start.
Bear that in mind.
It's a bit like the cooking. Scrambled egg, fantastic. After that, you're running into serious trouble. You know what? I'm enjoying this. in a non-alcoholic sort of way.
Yeah.
It's quite like a sort of a soft drink. Yeah.
What I've noticed,
I gotta tell you, look, this Muriel, fair play, Muriel's from Adelaide at 6 o'clock in the morning where she is.
wow,
In Australia. Good morning to you, Muriel. I suppose you don't fix it, but Declan's, we're not on the non-alcoholic stuff for you. Well, me for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1.5 minutes.
Debbie Wild, Brewdog is fab. It was
Brewdog.
actually, thank you, Dad.
Where'd you get this?
Debbie.
Where'd you get this? Sainsbury's.
Sainsbury's.
I have to say now, this is pretty good stuff.
This is gorgeous. This is the speckled hen.
Well,
You probably wouldn't like it, but it's the closest to
Yeah,
craft
I
beer.
can see that.
It's,
I don't know. I know it looks sweetie. Is there a chance that you might refrain from alcohol permanently after this?
I certainly would. You know, at gigs and stuff, I wouldn't mind.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here.
Yeah. So if I have to drive, for example,
Yeah.
Or see, the thing about drinking when you're playing, you can only have maximum 2 before you hit the stage, or else you start making silly mistakes.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
this, you know, like say if you're hanging around, it's a late gig especially. We're drinking away.
Yeah, but the fact is that I drive on the way home all the time, and then at that
After
point,
the show, now as if it's right.
that's my point. That's my point. Yeah, that's my point.
No, but I think see, it depends if you can get the stuff in bars.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you'll last too long, but yeah. So
I'm halfway through. Actually, just 2 days over halfway through.
well done, guys.
But,
Well done, Declan. No, I was just going to say to everybody out there, if they've got some song requests, that was Going South. We opened with Going South.
Yes, we have a song request.
We've had this song has been haunting us because it has been being
What I think it is.
because it's been requested by. Are you worried about it?
Yeah.
Well, there's two. There's this song is called "Him for Her," and just like we've got Sean Murray, Fenton Higgins, Tiger Reagan, and many others, all looking for "Him for Her." And the tricky thing is that this song, which is one of our songs, was recorded on piano. So Declan then. Oh yeah, another thing I'd like to ask you guys is, well, you know that we're doing the we had a poll there about our vinyl record, our next vinyl record, but we are also thinking of doing a songbook. I don't know what you think of that idea it's for the guitar players, and we don't know what to put in it yet, but certainly the first thing would be to put guitar and tabs and notes. So we've got a very good friend. A fantastic guitar player as well,
Mr.
Mickey Murphy, and he email you, Declan? Hi Dec, he was listening. He must have been watching the show last week.
It was.
Someone asked on your live stream last week if an acoustic version of "Him for Her" was possible. So I have done a keyboard part rearranged for guitar. Stay cool, Mickey. So yes, Mickey. Very cool. Mickey has then delivered to Declan this. He transposed the keyboard part rearranged for a guitar. So Declan got this today, I think. Did you?
Yeah.
So he's going to attempt to.
I was working at the off the record version.
Oh yeah, okay. Which is not as good.
No, it hasn't got the same changes.
So are we going to attempt it? This is where we're going to attempt this. This could all end in tears, but
Right.
yeah. Or yeah, you feeling alright about this? This is the first now we haven't. Songbook would be good. Though there's Joanna Haggerty. Sean Keenan's in the house. How's Sean? From just above us there on Windmill Road. Okay. How you feeling about it? We'll give it a go. This is Mickey's chords to but there's people saying that like the songbook, which is good. So okay, we've just got this. So Declan is now going to attempt to play his own song for the first time on this new tab that set that Mickey has given him. Okay, where are we?
Yeah. Some exotic chords in there, Mickey. Well done.
That's Sean, right? That's Sean, that's for you. I'll let you do a long intro just to get into the hang of it. You can round it again after this. Caught up in the magic when your spirit takes me there. For what once held me startled leaves me cold, alone in bed. I've wasted countless hours unsettling the dust and making false distinctions between the righteous and the just. It seems only a thought you cannot share. I sing a little hymn for her. If time is just a fighter who laughs at all his foes, he waits until we're smug enough, then wins us with his blows. Expressions you can't fathom, the hand I cannot hold. For what was made in heaven is something I can mold. With a sense of loss surrounding me, with thoughts I cannot bear, I sing a little hymn for her. All of those around me can offer up their prayers, and I'll sing a little hymn for her. Let's repeat that again with a sense of loss. With a sense of loss surrounding me, with thoughts I cannot bear, I will sing a little hymn for her. Good man, Mickey Murphy. Declan there, you can see there he was sweating. How'd that feel?
I get it.
You'll get it. Obviously not tonight, but you will get it. Maybe tomorrow night. I tell you, we're going to have a vast repertoire when we go back out live next. All these song requests that we didn't know that people wanted to hear. Like an album, that's an album track off our second album, an album called Man Alive.
Lads, how's the next vinyl vote going?
Okay, vinyl update. Okay, well we got to tell you the story on the vinyl. It was pretty much a dead hit. We did a poll to see, because we've done a Sugar Island. We have a Sugar Island, a vinyl LP, which we made it red vinyl, and we released it last October, and it went down a storm. So then we said, okay, well, what do we go with next? We sort of each had sort of our own ideas. So we did a poll and invited everybody on I missed a sales opportunity there. Colette is on board. Just Colette's here. Colette, if just in case anybody's seen this and went, I want one of these, Colette will put up a link to the shop and you can check out red vinyl if anybody hasn't bought one already. But yes, so we decided we're going to do another one, and the two that came out neck and neck are Heaven and Earth and Classified Personal. So it looks like we're doing both. But Declan has an idea for Heaven and Earth that we're very excited about. He's thinking of going, wait for it,
Gatefold.
Gatefold. Yes, you heard it here. He's thinking of going Gatefold vinyl album. So that should be interesting.
Yes.
Declan is usually involved in this, so he's been spending a lot of time trying to get the various artwork elements, because there was Gary Coyle who did the stunning front cover of Heaven and Earth. You had to contact Gary, didn't you? Tell him that you were doing vinyl.
Yeah.
And so once we knew that he had the photo and he wasn't bored, then
Yeah, he said I'll send that through the crickets.
oh, brilliant! Well, now we can hassle him if he does. Well, otherwise we end up with a shoddy version that's not like we need the real thing. We need the baggy photograph.
Yes.
Heaven and Earth blue vinyl. That's Debbie's vote.
Yeah.
So we said that. Oh, was there something else I was going to talk about? Before that, I got sidetracked onto that. No, somebody said, "How's the vinyl go?" That's right. That's what it was. So now, do we talk about our latest song that Declan's been working on for a week? It's been hard to get Declan this week because his head buried in the studio, working away on a new song, relatively new song called "The Waiting Game."
Drinking dozens of bottles of this stuff.
Yeah, pulling that away like you wouldn't believe. And how do you think it's going? How do you think the song's going?
Oh,
The Waiting Game. How's it developing? What did you have to do to it?
It's coming on nicely.
What did you have to do? What I'm just trying to explain. You know,
Right. Well, the main thing was I was basically trying to blend the original piano-y version to the guitar version.
Okay.
The piano version by itself sounded a wee bit rinky-dink.
Okay.
And the guitar version by itself was missing the musicality of the piano. Combining both.
Okay. Yeah. So we have got a version. It's not done yet, but we are getting there. So Declan then sent an MP3 of as far as he'd got the song, and
Via Raven
to
the
one and only
Colette.
Colette has now got a rough copy of where Declan has got to, and I haven't heard this yet, so I'm sort of waiting with bated breath. So Declan decided that he was going to play it to Colette, myself, and indeed everybody out here at the one time to let us know how he's getting on and to get everybody's feedback to see what it needs.
Yeah, it's work in progress.
Yeah, is there too much on it? Is there not enough on it? Or should we just scrap it? So
just scrap the whole thing.
Just scrap the whole thing and start again, which is what we normally do. But so I don't know if Colette is there. Maybe she could. Like now, this is a rough version, remember, but we just wanted you to have a listen and to see how you think we're getting on. So if she is there, oh wow, something's coming up.
Okay,
that looks good.
Roll it, Colette.
Colette's gonna roll it.
Rock and roll.
Sometimes it gets me down, then you'll say it's good to have you home again. Now you're not packing for a plane. We've got time to sit and talk about what we want. Remember how you'd climb the walls, 'cause I was always on a call. Times have changed, the switch was flicked, our lives rearranged. We're just playing the waiting game. When this all ends and we are set free, let's not go back to how things used to be. Life's simpler than before. I'm not rushing out the door, waiting together all the time. Ain't that just fine? No more waving you goodbye. Tears in the children's eyes. Times have changed. A switch was flipped. Our lives rearranged. We're just playing the waiting game. We're just playing the waiting game. The seasons turning, snow and rain. Summer coming around again. When this all ends, we are set free. Let's not go back to things used to be. No, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's hard to smile. Somehow we gotta try. It's good to be home again. I'm not packing for a plane. We got time to sit and talk about what we want. Remember how you climbed the walls? 'Cause I was always on a call. Times have changed. A switch was flipped. Our lives rearranged. We're just playing the waiting game. We're just playing the waiting game. Seasons turning, snow and rain. Summer always comes round again. We're just playing the waiting game. We're just playing the waiting game. Seasons turning, snow and rain. Summer always comes round again.
Is that the end of the song? No, it's not, is it? It's the break.
Second break coming up, is it?
Or is it the end of the song? Here we go.
Yes, indeed, the end of the song. Yeah.
Have we been unmuted?
Can you hear it? We must be unmuted.
We are. Can you hear us again? Are we back on? Are we back on? Yes, I think they can hear us.
Good.
Fair play to Colette. Oh, they can hear us. Great stuff. Because we were muted there. Colette muted us. Obviously, she didn't want us talking over the track. So what's the next move, Declan, on this track?
Next move?
Yeah.
Well,
What do you think, guys? I mean, do you think is it a single? That's the really, I suppose, the question is. Is it a single? I suppose so it is, really. Get it out ASAP. So
get it out. Get
so
started,
you know,
get out.
yeah. Well, then we were thinking of maybe. So we mentioned the idea of doing a video for it. If we're going to do a video
Yeah.
and just get everybody to shoot what is it themselves around the house. 'Cause
After about 30 bottles of Doom Bar,
yeah,
I came up with
Yeah.
the novel idea.
of doing a video that we weren't in.
Yeah.
Or we were in a bit of it.
But it would be a wee bit like the Change video where we had our friends all making cameo appearances.
Yeah.
And so the idea would be that people would film themselves with phones under lockdown, and they could be doing that and singing along to the song or whatever.
Yeah.
Doing lockdown type stuff.
Yeah.
Drinking 30 bottles of Doom Bar.
Yeah.
Um,
So we just, I mean, we're gonna just keep.
Yeah.
The idea is we're just gonna try and. So next week, we hope to have it.
Yeah, well, that's a guide vocal on it. I'd like to
Yeah.
get it up to Enda to get his magic on it.
Okay. So it's probably what, a couple of weeks away from being done.
Yeah, we're going to try and finish it within 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Great. So we're gonna keep you updated on, but we're gonna move on this pretty fast. I think. Assuming that nobody thinks it's terrible. So we just want to let you know how we're getting on with it. So yes, but it would be great to have you guys in the video. So as I said, just be a phone, just
Yeah,
Yeah.
But so we'll be in touch with
Yeah.
on the if you subscribe to the newsletter, we can give you a link to the song and instructions or whatever. We haven't really figured it out ourselves.
no,
so.
no. So speaking of which, will we play? Shall we say the competition, or we'll play?
Let's play it.
Play a song. Okay. What about Hometown on the Border? How do you feel about that one?
It's a tricky one.
Is it?
I literally haven't played that in 12 months.
What's your volatile? I haven't played that in like 5 years.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, unless you want to pick a different song,
Oh.
because I know what song we're ending on. So, okay, Hometown on the Border. Again, this was a song that was requested. Let me see what this was requested by. Hometown on the Border. Frida Bent, she said, if you won't play Breakdown, please play Hometown on the Border. And Martin Murphy also want us to play Breakdown. So, this is want us to play Hometown on the Border, sorry. This is a song about, funny with Sean Keenan there. I say he's there. He's in the Windmill Road, which is just above us on Courtney Hill. He's even better view of the town than we did growing up.
Look at this sounds like with the old juice bottle on.
Oh, Declan's getting very fond of it. Lots of lockdown hair. You ain't kidding. I am now moving on. It's mullet. It's practically a mullet at this point. As my mother said, just be lucky that you've got some. Keeping me warm. There's a song off Sugar Island about growing up, and really how music was sort of saved us really back in the 70s when there wasn't much else to smile about really in terms of what was going on at the time in the north. Somebody says like, Declan, for the video we could film everybody changing light bulbs. That's not a bad idea. And then do a bit of hoovering as well. Yeah. There's Sean Keenan saying, I used to hear you all practicing in your mum's house. It was actually, she wouldn't let us in the house, Sean. It was the garage. And I'm a bit embarrassed about that because Sean, Sean was a fantastic bass player. One of the first gigs I went to see was Dreams in Newry Parochial Hall.
I wasn't allowed in.
Declan wasn't allowed in. Were you at the club gig, Declan, when they played?
No.
I was at that one as well.
But Shimmy Hart was my teacher. He was the guitar player.
Ah, yeah, okay, yeah. Remember they did a main version of, I think it was Dancing in the Moonlight or The Boys in Back in Town, or maybe both. A few Lizzie songs. Sorry, we get digress. Hometown on the Border, you ready?
No.
Okay. Actually, somebody did ask the question about Declan's pedals. How many fans does it take to change a light bulb? I don't know, Teresa. How many fans does it take to change a light bulb? Children with guns, fatherless sons, hometown on the border, soldiers walking the fields, tapping their heels, right up to your door. Nothing really out of the ordinary. No, nothing really out of the ordinary. I fool myself helps to keep you safe and insulated. Just ignore the facts and try to get creative to put the world in order. Hometown on the border. The world of pretend was always a friend in a hometown on the border. But eventually, amid the debris, reality strikes and it hits you. What you always thought was ordinary, well, really isn't all that ordinary. I fool myself helps to safe and insulated. Just ignore the facts. When things can only make you cry, but lies can only make you feel better. When truth can only make you cry. Here we go. When truth can only make you cry, lies can only make you feel better. When truth can only make you cry. I fool myself helps to keep you safe and insulated. Just ignore the facts and try to get creative to put the world in order. Hometown on the border. Hometown on the border. Hometown on the border. Yuri, not too far away from here.
Yeah, I go away with that one.
We got away with it. I did one higher in the middle of it.
I was
Was it good?
I'm glad you took responsibility.
Yeah, I'm taking responsibility. The bum note that you heard in the middle of that song was mine. Okay, so I was gonna say that I should also say, guys, if you get a chance, we're really enjoying tonight, but we're aware that some of the people that follow the band aren't aware that we're doing this every week and have been for months now. So if you get a chance, please tell your friends, share it on Facebook if you can, be sure to like it, and if you're on YouTube, if you could subscribe to the channel, it'd be great, so we could get the word out.
There's a question here from Mr. Ian Doyle.
Mr. Ian Doyle, what's the question?
Is it wrong to be watching Ask Us Anything in the bath? Well, depends what else you're doing in the bath, I suppose.
Helena says, Brenton, I read the other day that the mullet is back. Sure is back. It's
all the way down the back.
It's back here. It's back here, Helena. Which is why I'm sort of trying to keep a straight face here. Got to have the nerve to cut it. Okay, so competition time. We are going to the tea, Declan's Tea Cozy, to pick out a winner for last week's competition, which was now, if everybody's going, I don't know anything about this competition, that's because you're not subscribing to our online community. So Colette, if you're there, you're playing a blinder, Colette, please give people the link to subscribe, because every week we host a competition of fantastic prizes. Never mind that there's some free songs and lots of stuff happening on the newsletter. But so I asked a question, and the question I asked this week was, I knew this was going to be a tricky one. The question I asked was, who is the younger brother? Me or Declan? And I was really surprised that very, very few people got that wrong. Most people, in fact, everybody, seemed to realise that I was the older of the two of us. So thank you for that vote of confidence. But we have a winner to pick out of these, so we will get right to it. And our winner tonight is Paul and Karen Brown. Paul and Karen Brown. Looking forward to tonight's show. It's become our red night, our red wine night. With Paul and Karen, you have some goodies on the way to you, which are Sugar Island red vinyl album. Again, if you want to pick up a copy of that, we've got it in the shop as well. And some extra goodies. And didn't you get some new things? Did we get some new stuff?
What sort of new stuff?
Or should we save it till next week? Well, you know the Glamorous Susan sent some stuff, didn't you?
Haven't got it yet.
Oh, have you not? Okay. So there's on its way to you various goodies, exclusive for the chocolate, the rapidly going out of date coasters. Everybody's talking about the coasters. Forget the vinyl. It's just the coasters are and indeed, yes. We are going to have another competition next week, so that will come. More coasters from the attic. Yeah, we've put an order in for coasters. We're actually going to put them in the shop because I've been getting phone calls about the coasters. It's very strange. But others, there's Karen. Karen, you're very welcome. Thanks for entering the look, Karen, can we have the coasters? Forget the LP. Can we have the coasters? Who wants them? Yes, we might have to we might have to order the coaster separate, set it to it separately, because remember now, this is your last coaster, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we've got loads of them coming, so yeah, we might have to give them in a separate order. So yeah. Now, thanks again, guys. I'm just going to do a wee bit of tuning here. Because we have this next song is one of the most requested songs we've had. If not, maybe the most requested song that we've had. And I'm going to just name some of the people that have requested it. We have had Helena Hughes, Jane Stokes. Please, 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 can you play Lightning Paul? I loved the version you did on the Out to Lunch gig, which we did in Belfast, and would love to hear it again. Do you know what? I went through that Out to Lunch gig to see if I could find it, because I had forgotten the part. I don't think we did it on the Out to Lunch gig, did we? No, we didn't do it. So I'm trying to figure out what gig you saw. It must have been the same as Senna Centre. Did we do it at that?
No.
So he just wants us to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Simon Spinner. Everyone keeps asking, so I'm going to add to the clamour. Lightning Paul, please. And also to Alison Carrick to cheer her up. So only you singing, Declan, is going to manage to do that. So Lightning Paul. Okay, now let's see if we can.
Happy birthday, John Carroll. He wanted gospel choir, but tough luck.
He wanted what? Gospel choir? Thanks a million, guys, for tuning in. Declan, how you feeling about this? Yeah?
I never feel completely relaxed in singing this, to be honest.
You never would have guessed. Okay. Hang on, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think you're in the wrong capital position.
This?
Yeah. That's it.
Good.
Okay, we're ready. Thanks a million, guys, for coming. I know there's lots of things you could have been doing on Thursday night. Thanks for spending the last while with us. And I hope to see you next week here on Facebook Live on YouTube. But for everybody that's wanted this song, here we go. Let's do the intro as well, then, Karen. Oh yeah.
Get to the mic here.
Me, I think.
Oh, I stole your pictures and your stand out. I burned your temple and your picture draw.
Oh yeah, you.
Let's go to mess up this town. You're building to the parking ground. Wait, now hold on, I got something to say. I told your presence in my cutthroat days. Murder man on the street sticking loud. Baby, by your strong hand. Yeah, when the people are dragging you down, you keep on laughing as they kick you down. And now who do you say that I am? You say your life ain't wrong. You got it on a haunted man.
Very easy, everybody. Woo! Very easy on the guitar.
Hard substitution only gets in my way. I got a method that I know won't fail. I don't defend what they don't understand. String 'em up, let 'em hang. Wait, now hold on, I got something to say. I beg forgiveness for my cutthroat days. Stop it, stay that I'm in. Give me all faith friends. Then when the people are dragging you down, keep on laughing as they kick you down. Well, now who do you say that I am? And your life is wrong. Got it on the haunted man. Then the people dragging you down. You keep on laughing as they kick you down. Now who do you say that I am? Say your life can't fall. Got it in your home. You say that I am. Say your life can't fall. Got it in your home. Woo! Say your life can't fall. Got it in your home.
Have a great weekend, guys. See you same place, same time next week.